Well, there is some sad news to report tonight. Longtime Tulsa radio personality Brent Douglas has died. I had the privilege of knowing Brent and competed against him for the first 8 years of my radio career here in Tulsa. Today, I got a chance to talk to others who knew him and loved him as well.
It's a lot of fun. It's more fun than television. More fun than television. It's more fun than sitting around trying to write a book.
For 27 hilariously foul and inappropriately funny years, the KMOD Morning Zoo's Phil and Brent made Tulsa radio airwaves legendary. From 1985, when Brent Douglas went from mild-mannered pharmacist to half of KMOD's dynamic duo, until 2012, when the pair finally parted ways with their radio personas, you could count on a hearty laugh to start your day. Brent Douglas, also known by his alter ego of Roy D. Mercer, passed away early Saturday morning. A cause of death not given, but not needed. His loss felt immediately by anyone who ever tuned into their show. 103.3 The Eagles' Lynn Hernandez worked at KMOD with Phil and Brent for many years.
You know, one thing I really liked about those guys was not just their comedy. I mean, they had theater of the mind radio, which really isn't done much these days. These days, it's a lot of reality TV on the radio, but back then they really wanted to take you to a different place. I mean, whether it was their dyslexia, where they would almost swear on the radio every single time, but he would just say everything backwards. And the Fishing Report, the Greek theater, and then, of course, Roy D. Mercer just will live on forever.
You going to be there all day?
I'll be here all day.
Well, how big an old boy are you?
The prank phone call radio bits where Roy D. would threaten to whoop someone were such a hit that Phil and Brent were able to sign a deal with a record label and released more than 15 CDs. They were known not only in Tulsa but worldwide, with fans across the country in their syndicated markets. Mary Moore was a co-host from 2009 to 2012 and says those were some of the best years of her life. But she has fonder memories of Brent that went above and beyond the radio bits.
Brent went through a time where he was really into yoga. And he was trying to get us all into, yes, Brent. He would sit and he would have his knees up cross-legged on top of the counter. And that's how he would be sitting, just to show us, you know, he was really working on his flexibility. So when I look over in my mind, that's what I see, is that guy in this yoga pose, just, you know, living his best life.
Well, you may remember that Phil Stone, the other half of Phil and Brent, passed away back in 2012. We got a statement from Brett Thompson, the longtime producer of the Morning Zoo during the Phil and Brent years, and he says, "My thoughts go out to Brent's family as they deal with their loss, and that includes the radio family he built over a fantastic career in entertainment and broadcast. He will be missed, but never forgotten."